Johnson & Johnson's vaccine just got approved by the FDA, and I would not be surprised if this stock soars once the market opens on Monday. Hello, it's Roland Mills, a classically trained opera singer and former starving artist. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to inspire you to make money and build real wealth, so subscribe for more personal finance conversations like this one. Today, we're going over Johnson & Johnson's recently approved vaccine, how it differs from Moderna and Pfizer, and how this stock could absolutely soar tomorrow. Quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm just an opera singer on YouTube sharing what information has worked for me in the hopes that it will inspire you to grow your wealth as well. Before we get started, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would go ahead and just tap that like button. It really helps to spread the word to other people like you. Also, subscribe and hit that notification bell thing that's right in front of my face so you don't miss out on future tips I'll be dropping along the way. Alrighty then, let's get into it. The Food and Drug Administration has just approved Johnson & Johnson's vaccine for emergency use, which means the US now has a third vaccine in its arsenal. When I say just, I mean just. Like, this approval just came out yesterday, February 27th, so this news is fresh off the press. This authorization kickstarts our government's plan to distribute 4 million doses of this new vaccine across the nation to your local pharmacy and community health centers next week. Though J&J's vaccine has come last after Moderna and Pfizer, it's certainly not the least. This vaccine is a one-shot wonder. That's right, no need to return a month later for another shot that may or may not be in stock. According to Dr. Nancy Messonnier, director of the CDC's National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases, Johnson & Johnson's newly approved vaccine makes it operationally easier in lots of contexts. She expects that a lot of considerations state health departments are having around these vaccines is more about the ease of use of the J&J vaccine and how it might be better suited for some populations. Apart from just taking one shot to do its job, J&J's vaccine will be so much easier to distribute as it can be stored in refrigerator temperature for months. That said, Johnson & Johnson believes that initial doses will be limited. They expect to deliver 20 million doses before March ends, but then ramp that up to 100 million doses by the end of June. Sweet relief is coming. Anyways, those were the pros. Let me take a look at the cons. On February 4th, Johnson & Johnson submitted their vaccine data to the FDA, and their findings were a little lackluster. When Moderna and Pfizer were approved, we had just gotten feedback that their vaccines were 94 and 95% effective against preventing the dreaded virus. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine efficacy rate varied by region, so 72% effective in the US, 66% effective in Latin America, and 57% in South Africa, overall averaging around 66%. This is still good enough to be useful though, as the flu vaccine is only about 60% effective and we use that widely every single year. Regardless, this news is likely to cause Johnson & Johnson's share price to soar. If you look at Moderna's stock just these last 2 months, you'll see it's risen over 38% and was almost double that before it started trending down with the rest of the market. Johnson & Johnson has essentially traded sideways during that same time frame. I don't expect J&J to grow at the same rate as Moderna per se, but it will rise and will spit out, delicious dividends along the way. What about the rest of the market?
Steve Grasso, how does the market take this news? Do we take it in stride because we knew it was probably going to come, or is this actually good news for the market?
No, this is great news for the market, and this is great news for that value trade because you're going to see the restart of the economy. You're going to see, we've all talked about this sell-off and what we've seen in tech. The normal progression when you get a rotation is to sell tech, and they sell everything. But the problem is that they're going to sell everything. They're going to sell value. They're going to sell the restarts. They're going to sell everything all at once. But what is going to catch the bid are the restarts, the value plays, the pharmaceutical plays. excellent news for the market.
The convergence of all three vaccines kickstarting the economy will drive investors away from growth stocks like Tesla, NEO, and CCIV toward recovery stocks like Disney, Delta Airlines, and biopharmaceutical companies like Johnson & Johnson. For all you Tesla fans out there, don't panic, okay? This is good news. For many of you, payday is a half a month away and you'll be able to pick up even more Tesla stock at even cheaper prices. That's exactly what I plan on doing anyways. So if you've done your own research and feel like doing the same, pick up 2 free stocks along the way when you use my referral code Tereble in the description below. That's right. When you fund your account with $100, Webull will grant you 2 free stocks, collectively worth up to $1,850. That's absolutely free money. After that, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because it's not every day that you'll find amazing edutainment like this, that instead of charging you money, will put money in your pocket. Wild, right?
And we could see 3 to 4 million doses of this vaccine going out in the United States on top of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines next week. Melissa?
Next week. Wow, great news. Meg, thank you so much for bringing that to us. Meg Terrell. We are seeing Johnson & Johnson shares rise just on this news. Bonawyn, if you can finish up your thoughts, but also comment on this idea that the economy, we are going to get lots of vaccines into people's arms, and that's a great thing for the U.S. economy.
Yes, and I'm happy to change course here. All I was going to say is that what you've seen is outsized moves, and what I've seen today in terms of growth outpacing value for pockets of the day is that people are just looking to kind of buy the names that have been oversold and sell those that have been overbought on a relative basis. As for the Johnny John news, I think this is absolutely fantastic. A single shot is definitely going to release some pressure in terms of logistics, distribution, things of that nature. And ultimately, I think the way to play this is going to be travel, leisure, and energy space.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson shares are up by 1.6%. Pete, I was talking to a portfolio manager earlier today on the exchange, and he mentioned healthcare being a top sector of his into this year. On the notion that vaccines are going to be part of our daily lives. Is that a premise on which you would invest, that they've got these vaccines, that there are variants, you might need boosters, et cetera, and that's enough to say, yes, this is the sector I want to be in?
Well, I think it's one more catalyst, Mel, is the way I'd figure it. When you're looking at Bristol-Myers, or you're looking at Pfizer or Merck or any of these names, J&J, obviously you look at the entire composite of what they do and what they really have potentially in the pipeline. Obviously, the fast track that we've seen in this process that's been absolutely amazing, how fast they've been able to get to this point, Mel, is absolutely extraordinary. Still, to me, it's shocking that we're able to get here as fast as we have, and it seems to be going very safely and will hopefully continue to be so. But I think that's not your only reason. It's just one more catalyst. I own J&J. I own it for a lot of different reasons, not just this reason, but I think this is one more in a long list of reasons why this name can go a lot higher. I think fundamentally, you look at it, it's a solid company. When you look at the consumer products and that sort of the possibility that you've also got the medical devices as well as the pharmaceutical, all of that put together, and this on top of what they've got already in the pipeline, there's a lot of reasons to really like J&J right now, and I think this is a stock that deservedly will be a lot higher over the next 6 months to a year.
Just to summarize today's video, Johnson & Johnson's vaccine has just been approved by the FDA as of Saturday, February 27th. This authorization kickstarts our government's plan to distribute 4 million doses of this new vaccine across the nation to your local pharmacy and community health centers next week, 20 million doses by the end of this month, and 100 million doses by the end of June. There are some pros and cons to this vaccine compared to the already approved doses by Moderna and Pfizer. There are 2 reasons why this new vaccine will be logistically easier to roll out. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine will be the only approved vaccine able to deliver protection in 1 dose. It can also be stored at refrigerator temperature for months. When it's released, it may be viewed as the lesser option due to its lower efficacy rate of 66% compared to Moderna and Pfizer's 94 and 95%. Either way, I believe this news will cause Johnson & Johnson's share price to rise and bring a ton of recovery stocks up with it. While you wait to see how the market will open tomorrow morning, pass the time with a good book like this one, written by my beautiful wife, Jessie Marie. Link below in the description if you're curious. Well, that's the end of today's video. I hope you found it educational and entertaining. I'll eventually monetize this channel just so YouTube will blast it out to more people, but I really am not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I truly believe that there must be a way for artists like myself to create without becoming starving artists. Stay tuned for more personal finance tips, reaction videos, and stories from my days as a performer in the future. In the meanwhile, feel free to follow me on Instagram and comment down below if there's a topic you'd like to see me tackle next. Till the next time, I hope you all keep creating and spreading love through your arts. That's something that money cannot buy, and it's the best part of the human experience. Much love, y'all. Bye.